All right. Hello. Um, Friday afternoon. Got a 3-day weekend, and I had a couple things to do this morning, so I didn't go into the office. So I'm gonna just kind of on my way back to my house. I had a spot here I wanted to check. It really hasn't been all that great. So I went down the trail. I talked to my buddy Larry to see if I can park on his property and enter um, a river bottom. I've hunted this river bottom before. I haven't in a couple years because, like I said in previous videos, a lot of these places just kind of peter out. So the one I'm pulling out of now was a good spot for a few years, but not 200 yards here. They have come in and clear cut it. Even though my spot's over here, it has absolutely changed the direction of these deer. And I had a lot of deer coming to the minerals here. There's no doubt about that, but nothing that really got me too excited. So I set up down at my buddy's. I'm in a river bottom down there. I will probably hunt that this weekend, but we'll see. Tonight, I am actually going to my friends Krista and Darren. They live the next town. Well, I should say they're right. My town and their town's right next to each other. So, funny thing is, they built a nice log home here on some land, and they got some really nice deer. And I'm gonna go out tonight, and I am going to video Krista and hang out. Her and I went to school together. Went to the same high school together. Grew up in the same area. She had, gosh, I think her and Darren have been married now for 15, 20 years. But anyways, they live up here now by me. I hang out with them. I kind of hang out with them every now and again when I have time. But that's what I would be doing tonight. See you then. Yeah, this is my buddy's driveway. It's I don't know, it's got to be a mile long. It's a 2-track that goes back way back in the woods. So, yeah, crazy. Okay, it's about 4 o'clock, and I am now headed over to my friends Krista and Darren's. I'm videoing Krista tonight on her hunt. I think at this point she's leaning towards browning down. So, whatever. Let's fill that freaking freezer, girl. Let's go. out here with Krista. Miss, it's brown, it's down evening, I guess. I don't know.
If it's big enough.
So Krista's a old friend of mine from high school. She actually moved up here with her husband, Darren. And we're sitting on their property in the box blind. And we'll see what happens. Well, hello, everybody. I'm checking cameras. Last night I sat with my friend Krista and hunted her property with her, videoed her and her husband Darren. I'm not going to say it was a bust. I mean, it was actually nice to sit there and talk and to an old friend and so on and so forth. But we didn't see anything until we got out of the blind. And there was probably 7 or 8 doe between, or I don't know what they were. They were deer. Between us and the house. But I'm out checking cameras today. Actually, I'm going back to the spot on these 2 ridges back in these cedar swamps. I said about 2 weeks ago, and every time I go in there or I go there, I am running into somebody either going when I'm going in that it's already there, or when I'm coming out, I'm running into somebody coming out. And I think, there's a few things on camera that I'm not impressed with, but I think the human traffic in there's more human traffic in there than there is deer traffic. So I'm headed over there. I'm just going to pull down these 2 cams. I'm going to leave the ropes. I'm just going to leave them. And I'll just go in there maybe at the end of the rut and check these spots. So right now there is just way too much human traffic going in and out of these swamps. So I'm done with that crap. Anyways, so head over. We'll see you. All right, so I just got to the spot, and if you've seen my recent videos I've been posting, I've been wanting to get into the cedar swamp. When we come in here in January or February and we coyote hunt, we see a lot of deer sign. But I've had these cameras out for, I don't know, a week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. And I when I come in here, there's either somebody coming out, or when I'm leaving, there's somebody coming in. And the trails that I'm seeing, I think they are human traffic trails, especially the main ones that run on top of the ridge. But anyhow, I'm just gonna pull up stakes here and pull them out, pull my cameras out. I'm gonna leave the ropes just because I can come back and the hunting usually subsides around here right after the first 3 days of our rifle season, which November 15th, 16th, and 17th. It gets hunted pretty hard. Other than that, it peters out to almost nothing. And I think once the rut is over, once the people are gone, this may pick up. That's what I'm hoping for. I've had spots like that in the past. I also think there's still a lot of vegetation out there. I mean, we had just over the last couple weeks. Actually, we went through a dry spell for about 3 weeks, and then we got like 2 inches of rain. It's in the 80s, near 90. So a lot of vegetation still out there that usually isn't this time of year. Usually it's cold. It's in the 50s and 60s this time of year, and even today it's supposed to be near 70. So a lot of this vegetation is keeping them where they're at. And I think once everything else kind of dies off, they'll be in the cedars, eating the cedar boughs. And that's probably going to be their mainstay for the rest of the winter. So that's what I'm thinking, coming in here in December and end of November into December and checking these out and, throwing up some cameras and see what's coming through. Anyways, I'm going for a walk. Going to take down 2 cameras. There's rubs on bigger trees over this way, but I couldn't get set up the way I wanted to get set up. And my second choice for being on this ridge top is where I'm set up now. And it ain't working out. It's not working out. So anyway, get back to it. Okay, so here's the rope. My camera is right there. I don't know, where is it at? Right there. Something's been here. It's freshly scraped out. And I don't know. I'm just not convinced on this spot. I mean, shit, that could have been a young buck. I mean, it could have been a spike horn. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm still just going to pull the camera. I'm going to leave that rope there. Like I said, I'm going to come back in a month or so, maybe 2 months. But I'm going to go to the other ridge now and pull that one too and go from there. All right, I got the second one off this ridge, and now I'm just gonna walk out. So what's really gonna happen is I'm gonna go home, check the cards, and there's gonna be something good on there. I know. Isn't that how shit works out though? Anyway, so let's walk on out of here. I have that done. Man, we got a horrible wind for tonight's hunt. Southeast. Yeah, I only got one stand that is really good for that wind, and I'm gonna sit it. So it's gonna be my first evening out, and see what happens. I actually love this spot. I'm headed to Purgatory, and I hope my friends that are here this weekend or that are up is gonna hate it. help me drag whatever out of there I shoot, because it's not a fun drag out of that spot. So that'll do it for this video. I am gonna head home and do a couple things around the house and probably head out about 4 o'clock. Have a super weekend, everyone.